Rex. Alright, here are the lockers. And just one locker is conveniently empty. Oh, I don't really want to talk to you. But I must for experience. How are you doing?
Opinion of the last mission.
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander.
Me too.
No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just...
Stop dwelling. You just wish we saved your unit and that you weren't so horrible at your job.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by...
Be more alert.
The answer seems plain enough to me. Be more alert.
Aye, aye, Commander. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Good, because now you're with my squad and I don't want you messing up.
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away.
Oh, thank God, I don't need to talk to you. Alright, goodbye.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Oh, the best squad member here.
Bringing me on board, Commander.
Oh, you're welcome.
I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at sea.
You knew?
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things.
Yeah, we do what we want.
The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
True. Shouldn't complain. It's not that
For
bad.
the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
I mean, look at OSHA rules. They're written in blood.
It's like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But C
So the ends justify the means for you.
procedure come first. That's why I left.
That was your reason?
Because you didn't like the way they do things.
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. C6 handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate it.
Forget about it. Forget about it. You'll get over it. It's a
I hope
tough
you made
call.
the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you.
Yes.
A chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSIC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Awesome. You have an internship with me.
Headquarters looking over my shoulder. Well, maybe I can get the job done my way.
That depends. Whatever. Sounds good to me.
If
That
getting
depends.
the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the
Unless I'm getting paid for it, then yes.
Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
No, I understand. Okay. There's my requisition officer.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor,
I can't believe I have to pay my own officer.
issue, but that's not necessarily a bad
That's why I'm buying all those unique items for the
as long
license.
as you don't mind paying.
Why do I have to pay
Why
you?
should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to
Ah.
purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the license
Just put it on, like, our credit.
But no licenses, no good.
Why don't we have a balance? Why don't we have an
Out
account?
of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need
I've already been buying them.
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already
We're
have
being
several
sponsored by different
Buy
manufacturers.
more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different
Like
manufacturers
Exogeny.
offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate
And
items.
I guess also what level you're currently at.
And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked.
Show me what you got. Show me what you're working with.
You bet, Commander.
Alright. Do you sell any licenses? It's a little better for the cooldown bonus. I have no junk to sell you. Good day. But I did get experience from that conversation, so it worked out. Engineer Adams, talk to me.
That Quarian Tally, she's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
Is she
I'll tell her
bothering
to leave
you?
alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she.
Then we should fire your guys and hire all Quarian technicians.
I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Useful.
I figured
I
she'd
didn't
be the last
actually,
of the team.
like, I guess I kind of recruited her.
But I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
Space
Can't
magic.
make a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually, the
Smart.
sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running, and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
Well, you look out the window and you'll see us.
Detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as
I really appreciate in the second game when, for the side quest for Legion, it's like, won't they see us out the window? And Legion's like, those are structural, those are weaknesses in the structural integrity. We don't use
Why
windows.
doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL.
It's like, that's stupid.
Our emissions pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting.
And yet, thinking back on it, I think there are actually windows
Whenever we enter or
as you're making your way through the ship.
range,
I'm like, Legion, you lied to me.
are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a
Tell me your
class,
personal
alliance
history,
ship, I've
Adams. I'm
probably
nosy.
served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Damn
I
straight.
want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on. Probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus
I
drive?
think it's a
core?
Turing invention.
Fortunately, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run it
Like, the ship itself is a prototype.
We have to discharge the core.
Carry
Alright,
on,
goodbye.
Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, Tally, what you got?
Ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before.
I know, it's impressive.
I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful.
Yeah, we're reckless.
Vessels were so advanced.
Ship's special.
Prototype. Cutting edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
Who knows where you'll be tomorrow?
Bringing me along. Traveling on the vessel like
The game was gonna force you onto my party anyway.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable.
Tell me more about your people.
But we don't have.
Tell me the ways of your people.
We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep.
So yeah, ever since they got kicked off their home world, they've had to kind of make do with a whole bunch of ships that they've had.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3.
So it's like they can't afford to lose anything.
Repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me more about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla,
Wow.
and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people
Very
are
tight-knit group then.
Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
No personal space.
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child.
Oh, jeez.
If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point.
So like the exact opposite of the Krogan.
Allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
They're a form of government, yes.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet.
Oh, don't worry, I'll meet them next
On
game.
matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So you're democratic.
The ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency.
That'll probably come more in handy to know for the third game.
Unanimous agreement among the Admiralty. And they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Tell me about the Geth.
More about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Tell me anyway.
Interesting.
They're AI. That's why everyone's so very iffy about AI.
Labor force.
Because they're like, look what happened with the Geth.
Intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to
And they worked as like a hive mind, so it's the more they had, the smarter they were getting.
and closer to true AI status.
Isn't that illegal?
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law.
It's like, sure, we got close to being illegal, but not really.
Changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network.
Your reach had exceeded your grasp.
Simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Like a hive mind.
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have...
I can't remember if they retcon this information in later games.
Consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot
I think they
handle
can, though.
simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity.
But then again, you haven't really studied the Geth much outside of 300 years, so they may have changed.
Basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
You've enslaved their entire race, that's why they rebelled.
Effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive?
Does this unit have a soul? It's like, the question is the answer.
As you can imagine, this caused a near panic.
Yeah, I can guess what happened next.
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Wouldn't you?
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
Like, if you were being, like, if someone was ordered to, like,
The Geth were
murder you, wouldn't you defend yourself?
By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope
But you started the war.
Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld.
Like huge cowards.
Death would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Jeez, that is dark. Serves you right.
Start to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. There is
You could have tried to go for the diplomatic route, but oh well.
none. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried
They're
to...
very shy.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Alright. Tell me about your pilgrimage. I think that's the only thing I have left to ask you about.
We leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no,
Yeah, you don't want to be like the royal family with their messed up,
so,
genetic lineage.
embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into...
Do they always accept?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift.
You don't want to be a crappy gift giver.
Impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Alright, let's change topics.
Talk about something
But I
else.
think that was it.
Like what?
I have nothing else to talk to you
I
about.
should go.
See you later.
I have to get to Pharos, but I've gained 104 experience points. Not bad. I have gained lore and experience. I don't need to outfit anybody yet. Head back upstairs. How about... Oh wait, no. I already read that. Just check in chat to make sure I'm up to date. Open sesame. Alright, I've explored my whole ship. Let's check my journal real quick. Find Liara. Geth interest. Geth attack. So, by vote in chat for 2-1, we're going to Pharos first. Okay. Oh, that's right. I did level up. I forgot about that. Ah, I've gained Spectre training. Might as well boost my pistols. Spectre training and charm. Why not? I have a lot of codex entries. Contains all the knowledge and information I've gained so far. Mark all of them as viewed. Save. Time to look at my map. Okay, zoom out. Citadel is the only thing in the Widow system. Serpent Nebula. Again, the only thing in this nebula. Hawking Eta. Kepler Verge. Armstrong Nebula. Pharos. Voyager Cluster. So thankfully it points out the key locations, like Pharos, Nevera, and Liara's dig site. Asteroid X-57 is the DLC. I kind of want to explore a little bit before I continue on to the main story. Let's go for Hawking Eta first. I forget what's in here. Alright, so there's only one location first. Because I'm nosy. I want to find out what's out there. To boldly go where no man has gone before. to explore new life and civilizations. Pew!
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance
Already?
needs you again.
Shepard. This is Admiral Hackett with Alliance.
Hackett.
Got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics.
Alright, this dude, Major Kyle.
Critic of the Alliance. And we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
I'm trying to remember who this voice actor is. I'm gonna do a quick look up. Ah, that's right. Lance Henriksen. He was an alien. Okay.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself...
Lance Henriksen, not only was he an Alien franchise, I think he was Bishop, if I recall correctly. He was also another voice actor and character model in Detroit Become Human.
You said his followers were biotics?
Oh, it's a cult. Okay.
Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with.
He's not even a biotic?
Biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems.
We can't let him live. I mean, we can't let him continue on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him
Disbanding his cult, probably.
for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed him.
Wait, did I already ask about
What else
Major
can you tell
Kyle?
me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His
So he
psychic
cracked.
showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge and early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
Do you want me to kill him? Maybe I can reason with him.
This without violence.
I do have a lot of charm.
Be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment.
Oh,
Hackett.
don't ask that. I have horrible judgment. I don't remember which planet he was on. But I'm gonna survey. It's not quite surveying in Mass Effect 2. But it is still surveying. It's not scanning for minerals. Okay, so he's on this planet most likely. I want to scan everything before I land. Oh, I recovered a medallion. That will come in handy later on. I think the medallions and some of like the miscellaneous items you find seem like inconsequential right now, but for some reason they come in handy in the third game. Provided you also meet certain key requirements along the way. Like there are other things that you have to do for that quest to pan out. Oh, exactly. Bro squad. Never again am I having the Alliance crew in my party. Humans stay on ships. Like, no. No humans. Oh, this is gonna be interesting to see how the Mako fares. Medal of Exploration 1. Land on an uncharted world. Are you still the bouncy castle that I know you to be? Ooh. Zoom. Enhance. Alright. Let's check my map. Where? Okay, there I am. Anomaly. Debris. Biotic compound. Oh, right, I have to spend points. And I'm working on electronics. I'm gonna give you decryption. There we go. Oh, the texture's just loading in. Yeah, League medallions and Solarian ID tags. Valuable minerals, signs of battle. Good luck trying to find them all. Was there something? I thought I saw something on the map. On the compass. Huh. It's not on my map, but it's on the compass. What are you? Oh, hello. Hello, Thresher Maw. Ooh, I've taken damage. Oh, go, 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 go! Ooh, too close, too close, too close. I can't fire while I'm repairing my car. Stop spitting at my car. Oh, I'm completely missing. I think if it tunnels under the Mako, I think that's an automatic game over. I want to get out of the car, though, to finish it off. Now be a good time. Unless parked, even terrain. Get out. Oh, you get more experience. Oh, fine. I'm taking more damage. It's not worth it. Like, if you finish off the Thresher Maw outside of the Mako, you get more experience points. Which is what I was trying to do. Unfortunately, I could not get out of my car. It says there's something. I guess that's nothing. Like, I'm looking at the map. I'm not seeing anything here. A little X. Unfortunately, nothing's there. It's just a trap. I don't think there's any way to go faster. trying to remember if that planet has any interesting backstory. Because the giant, like, crater, I think they actually make a point to talk about that. And that there was, like, a super weapon that shot halfway across the galaxy, and it, like, skimmed that planet and cut, like, just that crevice into it. But as far as the specifics, I do not know. I think those are minerals. I want to get that. What did I do? Oh, bouncy castle. Oh, come on, you can do it. Come on. Nope, wrong button. Don't think there's any way for me to get up there at that angle, unfortunately. Nope, come on. There we go. Need to get to the compound. I would hate to be in the Mako as this is just driving along. Just the amount of, like, just motion sickness that you would experience. Is it up there? I'm pretty sure it's down there. It's like, I don't want to fall down with all the trouble I went through to get up here in the first place. But it is pointing me in that direction. Whee! And I think it's impossible to get this on its back, like a turtle. I can't get out. I have to be level. Alright, hold on.
Securing point.
There we go. Nice. Turian insignia recovered. Sweet. The front of the rover's crumpled in from impact. Glance inside, tell you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Like that dude. Looks like Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen. Alright, so those I've explored. Come on, come. No! It's too steep. I'm not going to hit jump because I know it's going to push me back off the actual side of this mountain. It's not what I want. Oh, come on. Just come on. No! No! Hurry up. Just go. There we go. So trying to drive where I want to go. It's like you need a hope and a prayer. Like I said, I don't think there's any way to, like, boost my speed. See, I've tried all the other buttons. Oh, nice. Okay, now for the compound. There we go. Trying to remember which location we go in first. I think it's this one on the left.